Please, don't go! What the fuck? No!
Got a minute? We need to talk.
Is there a problem?
Yes, Jan, there's definitely a problem. People...
What do you mean, fed up?
Are you blind? Things gotta change, or else.
What exactly do you want me to improve?
I'm still sleeping on the fucking...
I hear you. Hey man, you're clearly...
I am.
Before you bite my head off, can I do something about it? How do you usually contain it?
I clean furiously.
Man, we're so different. I always hated cleaning. So... boring.
I see. Cleaning is beneath you, huh? What about cooking? Washing your clothes? I once read that the Roman Empire fell because of all those unwashed dishes.
Lucas?
Jan? Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm calling with some good news. I managed to build another Rapidium arc.
Wow! Really? That's awesome. I know it might seem boring to you, but I really believe Rapidium can change things. You know? It wasn't always like this. I used to think it was all a big scam, an easy way for corporations to patch their post-crisis budgets with public money.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was true, and my discovery was something they never planned.
Planned or not, it raised my hopes back up. I started believing again that things can change. Look, I never tell this to anybody, but you should know that back home, my older brother is doing time.
In prison? Seriously?
Yeah. You know how they always catch the little fish? My brother was a good kid, but he was unlucky. Our parents couldn't afford a higher education for us. He had to work, support the family. And where I come from, well, not too many options who you can work for, if you know what I mean. I was lucky. I met Maxwell. He paid my tuition fees.
Maybe it wasn't luck. Maybe you were simply more determined to get away than your brother.
Oh, he was determined, believe me. To feed his kids. Keep them healthy. My family used to live off the land, but after water became a luxury, that was no longer possible. And with no education or rich relatives, trust me, alternatives were thin. I'm telling you, I was that close from ending up like him. If it weren't for Maxwell, my grandma says it was a miracle.
How did Maxwell find you?
Simple. He was looking for promising students. And I'd just taken part in a science Olympiad in my country. I had a good result. Very good, actually. And my topic was quantum algorithms. Call it what you want. Destiny. Pure chance. Fact is, Maxwell was going through a tough time in his life too. But that's a whole different story for some other time, maybe.
It was good talking to you.
You too. Good luck. And keep it up, okay? More arcs really could mean a better world. I'll send an...
Should I move there?
Such a nice distraction.
Hey man, I was thinking, have you ever noticed how often we
Finish each other's sentences?
Yeah, we have lived together for way too long. Right. I feel like we probably had
Every conversation two people can have. Right. So we
always know what the other one is
thinking.
Right. But like, Specifically, why?
Did we do that? I don't know. Like, where do you think
That compulsion comes from? Not sure, because it's certainly not like a endearing quality.
No. Mostly, I feel like we want to just show
That we're like engaged listeners, right? And we're
empathetic.
yes,
And also maybe a little bit
impatient, right? We're kind of like
insufferable.
Pass me another beer,
know-it-alls.
please.
Can't handle
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like an unresolved,
melody. Right. And in a way, this one is
really annoying,
Right.
But like we could totally
Stop. Want to, obviously. We just have to face
our fears and just never
finish
this
current.
ongoing.
Ew, guys.
Can we actually
Stop? I don't know. Sure doesn't
seem like it? But like, I have
total autonomy
over my own
thoughts, right? And I certainly
can't be read.
like a book
It's like my mind tells me
to just stay quiet for sure. But like then somehow the instinct to
finish a sentence.
kicks in as if it's
Totally out of
my
my
control, right? And I'm like stuck in
some kind of sentence
vortex. Hang on, quick. We need to both say the most like random
thing we can think of.
that we would never otherwise
Say.
Right.
My foot has an
area code all its own. That's
in a Peruvian rug shop.
located entirely
That's
within the
ridiculously
International Space
amusing.
PlayStation, and it's a.
Pluvius stafama stage wells.
Those
were all the things I was
gonna say. Big word at the end.
What is happening? Oh my god. Wait, maybe the reason we keep
Finishing each other's
is
sentences.
because they're not.
Each other's sentences.
Maybe we're actually
Only
one person.
Oh.
No, we're just
Good
really annoying.
one.
Right? Yeah.
Tension is becoming dangerous. We need to find. So? Man, I'm glad you took our little talk. Good. Let's put this whole thing behind.
All done. Should I take care of this now? I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
needs repair. Should I work somewhere else for now? There's nothing more to do. Should I move there?
Fucked up world we live in. Hello? Being? Don't. Great. What? Are you? So. I'm. What? Yes.
Good, Al. What?
Al, are
You in? Wait.
all right?
Thank.
to produce. It's caught Matt. Don't get it. Maybe look. She just good. Just that. Yeah. Don't.
God, can we talk? Take care of this now.
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
done here. Should I do this now?
What if I'm right? We should at least try.
I'm not afraid of a radiation. Since when are you such a...
Yeah, right. So, yeah, I gotta say, it's kinda disturbing. Is it true you're considering creating this knocked out guy and... It'll just be a body, with no thoughts, and the very idea sends shivers down my spine. I don't know why, but dehumanizing him feels like dehumanizing herself. So,
Yeah. They're saying it's a controversial idea. But this is not the time and place for being subtle, right? How are you holding up?
So, heard the news?
Yeah, I heard. And I want you to know I don't like it. It would be like being fed my own brother's brain.
Healthy brain tissue. Oh, yeah. So, heard the yeah. And I gotta say, I know not everyone is convinced about this method, but in my opinion, we should do whatever it takes to save the... Looks like you have something to say to me. Please, tell me, are we seriously going to farm a human being? It won't be a human being. Think of it as a biological vessel. Oh, what? Can you even hear yourself? So, the whole idea is just... Look, I know you're reluctant. Isn't that what you have me for? What do you... Maybe... Actually, why not? Could make things easier. Yeah, much easier.
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
What's troubling? Well, I've been analyzing the situation thoroughly, and in light of the fact that we may all die of this abnormality in our brains, the thought of not making it back to Earth has been haunting me. To the point of obsession, I admit. I know, but not you? No, of course, it's not about us. Did you really think it was my life I was worried about? No, Jan. I'm concerned about what the world will miss if I go too soon. Oh, what do you... My work. Everything I did wasn't meaningless. On the contrary, no, it had the potential to push space exploration to a whole new level. Really? How? You see, I developed a method of nanoparticle dispersion that proved to be stable in even the most extreme conditions. Oh, shit? Exactly. And now it breaks my heart to think that all that groundbreaking research, all that knowledge could just disappear with me, never to see the light of day. Yeah, man, you're right. We can't let the method of nano particle. We can't let it. So let's do. Yeah, right. I want to revisit my logic, backtrack my calculations, rewire the connections in my brain, and write it all down. And grant me the time to focus on this project and nothing else. Of course, I'd still be there to attend mission-critical tasks if the need arises. But I would appreciate if I could limit my availability as much as possible until I get this weight off my chest completely. Fine. Thank you. It's amazing that by trying to save your own life and altering yourself, you involuntarily unleash such a big potential for change and progress. I can start working on my old research whenever you're ready.
Come on, buddy. Brooding never helped anyone. Looks like we're all gonna die soon. Kinda make... Makes it hard to stay motivated. You know what? We should make a bucket list. Share our boldest dreams. That would cheer us all up. If you think it will help. Hey, man. Honestly, a lot is going on in here, and how do you normally cope? I got some spare up? Sure.
tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
I hope you come up with a solution soon. People are getting nervous. So, yeah, it was so strange. I mean, man, you've really grown apart. It was so hard for me to keep pretending I'm you. She seemed surprised whenever I was nice to her. Will she help? See, that's exactly... You're not even in... I think she's seeing someone. Did you know about... Well, good for her. It's none of my business anymore. She's not supposed to be with anyone else. It only happened because you neglected her. Neglected? You have no idea what happened between us. You're just stuck in an imaginary, idealized version of my life. This is reality. Oh yeah? Good. Because now that you've invited me into your fantastic life, I've decided to make things right. Right? What? I was honest with her.
I told her the truth about...
Really? And
She was confused, of course, but she let me explain, and in the end, she appreciated it. Felt good. Having a...
I only wish I could have told, but you didn't.
No. Maybe...
I'm guessing that...
Yes. I sent her the MRI scans, Molly's autumn. She's getting her whole team together to analyze the data. I'm sure she'll get back to us with a better solution.
We'll see.
What? You mean I won't be able to... Maybe later, okay? You've helped a lot, but I need to get back, but... Okay. Just be kind to her. She's going through a lot too, you know.
Are we watching this or what?
Yes, we are. Yes, I just want to make a few more quick tweaks to the device. I think I'm close.
I'm sure.
I am.
Okay, I'm not starting a 2-hour movie at midnight.
All right, well then just give me a minute to power it down.
1 minute, and then I'm coming up there and dragging you out.
Okay.
Phil, there's no time to explain.
Oh, you said I have 1 minute.
Phil, I need you to listen to me carefully.
What is this?
6 years ago, aliens arrived on Earth. They consumed all of our natural resources and enslaved humanity.
What was that? What did I just see? What was that? Is that real?
It doesn't have to be. I've traced the sequence of events this exact moment in time to your device. We use the alien tech to come back to make sure you activate it tonight, but you need to listen to me. You need to do exactly what I say when I say it, so we get this done before my past self comes up those stairs in 60 seconds.
The fate of humanity depends on you.
Man.
Got it. And who are you?
This is my partner, Gunnar.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Okay, so, Phil, your leftmost node on your module. You need to articulate it slightly. Do you see
Sorry,
what I'm
you two are work friends, or?
Basically,
Yes.
well, not exactly,
Well,
but
yeah.
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 So, sorry, just to, when you say partner, you mean partner or partner?
Honestly, Phil, it's dangerous for me to tell you too much about the future.
Jenna, what the hell?
Okay, yes. Me and Gunnar will be seeing each other. Yes.
Oh my god.
Phil, please, I really need you to focus. Okay, so we don't have that much time.
Oh my god. I'm dead.
Shit.
I die, and then you have to move on. You're being really brave right now. All right, well, take good care of her, man. She's a very special lady. She means everything to me. So,
Wow.
how do I die? Is it because of my device, or is it because just the aliens get me, or it's heroic, right?
You don't die. You're not dead. You're like a teacher or something. I don't know. We haven't really talked in a while.
Jesus. Okay.
Hey, you come. Okay, quick, hurry. Okay, that node, you're gonna move
1
it.
sec. Love you. So we break up?
Please, Phil, hurry. The fate of humanity.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna save the world. I'm processing a lot right now, and I would like us to discuss this.
Okay, well, we have.
You have. I will have, but I have not. Is it a mutual thing, or?
It got to a mutual place.
Why do you? Why?
Well, I don't know. We weren't communicating that well anymore, and sometimes you can be a little petty.
I'm petty.
Honestly, things got a little crazy when the hive ship destroyed San Francisco.
I'm not petty.
Okay.
You know, sometimes people grow apart at a certain point, and I think they just kind of need to separate to kind of find that freedom by themselves, you know?
Thank you, Gunnar. Thank you.
Okay, yeah,
Thanks.
but
Thanks, man. You know what? I feel like I would feel much more comfortable working if Gunnar weren't here.
It doesn't have to be weird between the two of you.
I told you I shouldn't have come.
No, babe, it's not you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need you here.
Well, I need you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phil, listen. This is the pettiness I'm talking about. You have a chance to save humanity and most of Europe, but instead...
Oh, cool. So now you care about my work. Got it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just interesting that now that it's going to save the world, you care about my work. But a couple days ago in my timeline, you didn't seem like you fully supported it. You were talking a lot about, like, is this worth the effort? Do people really need a distress beacon / electronic toothbrush? Which I think they do, inarguably, in case they get lost in the woods and they need a way to get home and all they have with them is a toothbrush.
I mean, I'd use it.
Right? You were just being very negative about, like, am I even ever going to finish it? Which I will, so...
Well, I mean, I was right.
I'm going to finish it.
I'm from the future, and you don't.
I'm going to finish it right now.
Because I'm back here making you!
Well,
Maybe we just take a breather for a second.
Okay, Gunnar, can you please stay out of it for a second? You realize if we change the future, you two might never even meet, so...
Well, funny enough, we actually looked into it, and most timelines, we end up together.
Okay, Gunnar. Yeah, what if I do this?
No, wait!
Oh! What? Okay, what if I undo that? Oh!
What the hell?
We need to move.
Okay, out of my way.
I don't get the rules of this.
I'll do it myself.
Hell yeah.
So Jenna said you're from Michigan, right?
Originally.
Yeah, I got family in Grand Rapids, so that's crazy,
That's,
right?
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah.
It's done. It's transmitting with enough time to reach the fly-by-by system. We're finally gonna get the help we need to beat those gray bastards.
Yes!
Hey, get your butt down
Oh,
here.
time's up. We gotta move. Here, take this in case we need to contact you again. Seriously, brother. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you, man.
Take care.
Yep.
And you know, Phil, I know whatever's gonna happen between us is gonna happen, but you're a great guy, and I'll always care about you. And that thing over there, I tweaked like the smallest thing, so really, you saved the world. And I would honestly like to catch up sometime. I miss you. You alright?
Yeah.
One more thing, yeah. Bill?
What is that?
Yeah, just over
Oh,
here.
it's,
Sorry.
um-
I'm sure this goes without saying, but if you could just not tell anybody about this.
Who is that?
Oh. Hi, I'm Gunnar.
Jenna.
Damn it.
What's funny about that?
Jan, we should talk. Let's touch base.
Whoa, yes. Hey, man. You're clearly... I'd like to help. You know me. I exercise. Go for a run with loud music on, hop on a bike, outdoors. What about team sports? We could organize something in the base. Better not be something that involves a ball, though. Yeah. How about a dance-off with these guys? I'd love to see the technician show off his signature moves.
No, actually, the company was really supportive. And the hydroponic farm itself, amazing.
Hey, is it true? Are you really thinking of getting... I'm not... Maxwell's solution might seem extreme to some, but don't. Whatever you do, do not try. I might sound obsessed, but I am... You should know that Ally Corp has blood on their hands. Yeah, why doesn't that surprise me? Of course, they put the blame on the unions. What happened? Well, first they tried to downplay our demonstrations. Chaotic riots, that's what they called them. Then they sent in the police. Things got more and more brutal. Innocent people were arrested, charged with false... That's when I decided to step in. I consolidated all the separate small unions, and together we declared a general strike of the joint unions against all the big six corporations. Well, they couldn't call us chaotic anymore, so what do you think they did? They probably just sent more police against you. They went for me, personally, by planting a mole inside the organization who challenged my leader. Imagine this guy appearing out of nowhere and his agenda, stop the strike, back down on our demands. The worst thing was, some people actually took him seriously, which is exactly what those double dealers wanted, to drive a wedge between us, destroy our newfound... You had to send a clear message to the people. Yeah. I had to show them that we'd never back down. It was now we needed public opinion on our side, so I called for a nationwide demonstration to support our cause. A mass display of distrust towards... And you know what? The turnout exceeded my expectations. It was the proudest day of my life. Until it became the darkest one. What happened? The police happened. Pushing the protesters about, yanking people out of the crowd, and panic broke out. Several groups started backing out while others tried to push on, trampling them. Many people died that day, Jan. And it's... Don't you think it was kind of your responsibility too, as the organizer? I mean, getting so many angry people in one place is always a huge risk. Are you sure you were prepared for that? Really? You're just like them. So, how come you ended up on this mission for Ally Corp? Well, it was the only way to redeem myself in the eyes of the unions. I failed as a leader. And then Ally Corp offered me the role of a union representative on this mission. They probably thought, but I wanted to show the people I was willing to fight for their rights even if it meant venturing into the lion's den. But it doesn't mean I trust them. And neither should you. Don't worry. Good. Thanks for hearing me out.
want me to take care of this now? Those things lying around the tour. Could it be someone was trying to fix it?
Okay, this looks like a good spot for the tower. And the other one... Yeah, I need to build it on the other side. Another lovely day with...
I noticed some tools. Looks like someone's been Wasn't you by an...
So what if it was? I need to stay sane. Holding a heavy-duty screwdriver in my hand calms me down. Even if I know driving that screw in won't change anything.
Looks like we're ready to move on.
Really? You're not seriously suggesting we head out into that big, hostile cloud of sand with it? We have no way. You treat people like goddamn tools. Well, I'm not a tool, so you better show some respect. Really?
think I've got something that...
Really?
I got my hands on some tech we've been using for one of our contracts. It seems it can be modified to your need. It's...
What? Oh, no, Lena, I'm not a neurosurgeon, and...
Oh, relax, okay? It's a tiny, smart device. Inserting it is no harder than vaccine. I'll send you all the necessary...
Easy peasy, huh?
I missed your sarcasm. But no, it wasn't easy to crack this one. It took all night, actually. And we did our best.
No, wait.
He was in charge of deploying this implant for its original use. Nobody knows this tech.
What was the
The client was a big company operating in the private prison sector. They tested it on convicts applying for parole. The implant didn't just track their whereabouts. It also allowed them to control them in other ways. Regulate their levels of anxiety and such. Anyway, we think we can reprogram it to provide other brain treatments. We've worked out an initial formula based on your scan results. The implant will let us apply the formula.
Hang on a second. Are you saying you want me to implant tracking devices into my ALTERs' heads? That means the corporation is gonna find out about them and get full access to their brains. Do you realize how vulnerable it would make them?
Look, I'm starting to think this is becoming a little bit too much about your ALTERs. You asked for a way to cure them. I did what I could. Yes, it means coming clean to the corporation, and yes, but that might actually be a good thing for you. You were never meant to command that mission. Please remember that. Don't put too much weight on your shoulders.
My ALTERs trust me. I could never do that to them. Leave them to the mercy of a soulless institution for whom they're a massive inconvenience, a liability. It would mean giving Ally Corp an easy way to get rid of them whenever they want.
And you thought what? That you could grant them a long, happy life when you created them? They'd have to be brought to light sooner or later. You can't protect your ALTERs from who they are. I'm sorry, but if you want to cure them, you'll have... Just, please, whatever you do, don't trust Maxwell. I asked her, so I need to do some fact-checking before I share them with... Why don't you follow the instructions I'll send you? Buy yourself time and let me get back to you, okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Lena.
Good luck.
Okay. Right. Have you heard? Right. Talk about jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire.
But it's our DNA.
Looks like I found an alternative treatment for you. Shit. So it is true. Your wife told you to put implants? You're not seriously thinking about it. No, relax. Of course.
Looks like talking to Lena helped find an alternative solution after all. Yeah. I mean, the idea of that implant doesn't sound so great, but I Guess Lena knows what she's doing, right?
How are you still?
I found an alternative.
The implants, right? Talk about a divisive idea. But I, for one, appreciate your effort. Anything's better than, you know... Another lovely day with
So, yes, here it is. We still need to wait a little for the brain cells to mature fully. How long? 3 days, according to the instructions we got. Once they're ready, you can call a meeting and communicate your decision to everybody.
Do you scan the brain for the mutation?
Yes, it's all clear. And the cortex shows no signs of activity, which is good.
What happens then?
We extract the brain tissue, process it according to Maxwell's formula, and start administering the treatment. Of course, we will have to dispose of the body. Whoa!
What the fuck?
Looks like I didn't use enough sedative. Let me just, There. Damn it. I hope it didn't activate the cortex.
We need to hurry up, in case the mutation...
Calm down. The instructions from Maxwell make it very clear that the cells need time. We only have one shot at this. Now, I've used enough sedative to put a horse to sleep, so even if the cortex did light up for a moment, it's inactive now. And I'll make sure it stays that way. Look, we can't get thrown off balance. Not now, when we're so close.
I know, but I'm having some real doubts about this. I mean, are we doing the right thing?
It's a way to cure us. Still, those brain cells need time to mature, so if you want to look for an alternative, be my guest, as long as you're ready with it in 3 days. After that, it's this or nothing. We can't wait any longer, however brutal this is.
Yeah, I get it.
nothing more to do here. Should I move there? Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Rid of you.
Is there a problem? I come to you as a representative of the people. We are... What do you mean? Your negligence is destroyed. What exactly do you want me to improve? I know you're under a lot of pressure, but that doesn't just... I hear you. I can see that you're angry. Well, can I do something about it? No exercising, of course. Beating the hell out of a... Wow, that's healthy. And easy. I love... my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
Should I do this now?
Would you like me to address that?
And that's how we know the scale of the mutation.
That's it? A few brain pictures with randomly colored areas? This is a joke.
Thanks for appreciating my hard work. I loved spending a whole day on this.
Hey.
My old research, the one I wanted to... Don't worry. Then why aren't you letting... I thought I made it clear how important it is. Okay, thank you. to drive a race car. I see the appeal after many days cooped up in here.
Man, you have no idea.
I wish I got to try hang gliding. Someone has his head in the clouds.
You gotta aim high, right?
I wish I got to be a dad. I wish...
Nothing more to do here. Should I move there? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Okay, people. I wanted to hold this meeting to tell you that, well, we finally might have a cure for your condition.
Okay. Let's hope it's a good one. Let's hold off celebrating till we hear it.
I hope we're not trusting anyone. We can use a treatment based on healthy brain tissue. For that purpose, we'd need to use the Tabula Rasa you've probably all seen occupy a space in the womb.
So, you decided to go down that path.
Great. Why don't you just hand us over for experiments already? Don't be so goddamn dramatic about it. This will heal our brains, ain't that all that matters?
Let's be rational. Since we already have the Tabula Rasa, I say we use it.
Use it? I don't like the sound of that. He's an alter, just like us. Even if he has no memories, how can we be sure he doesn't feel anything? Come on. We have to think of the greater good. Be utilitarian. Sometimes you need to make tough decisions for the sake of the collective. Otherwise, there would be no society, no... Just tell me we're not... We are doing it. That's my decision. Oh, so you've decided for us, without even giving us an alternative. What's the alternative? Asking the corporate... That is so smug. Oh, come on. The boss has made his decision, just fucking respect it.
This is... Let's stop wasting time and get on with it. We knew from the start we weren't born in...
Exactly. We weren't born into a fairy tale. Because we weren't born at all. We were just created to prolong this loser's meaningless life. Truth is, there is no good way out of this mess. Shit.
Is he on?
He's breathing. It's getting worse. We need to... What's your call? Let's go for Maxwell's. Good. I'll get top. Keep your fingers crossed. Okay, everything's bright. He's not showing signs of waking up again? No, nothing. I've given him more sedatives just to be on the safe side. You want to say something before I proceed? I don't know. Oh, just do it. Okay, here goes. And that's it. Almost. I'm taking it to the lab to create Maxwell's magic potion. Is he? Yes. He's dead. But don't worry, he didn't feel a thing.
So, first night without cold sweats. How do I feel? Fucking euphoric.
Yeah? That's good. Still,
Yeah, man. It was a tough choice, but you had the balls to make a decision, and that's what counts.
thanks, man. So, how do you feel after the procedure?
I'm fine. Just... I can't believe you did it. I just...
Hey, well, the therapy has begun. Everybody took their dose of Maxwell's medicine, and it's looking optimistic. No bad... In fact, I can already feel the difference. My head is clearer. I'm hopeful. It's kind of... What's done is... Let's focus... So, how do you feel after the procedure? I feel... good. I know this treatment needs time, but if you ask me, it's started to work already. I'm thinking more clearly, my body's got more energy, and I'm proud of us, you know? Because we just proved that we, my friend, don't need no goddamn system to stay alive. Yeah, you mean the technician? Don't worry, I hope you're... I'm sure of it. He values his freedom he just needs to get over his personal issues and start thinking more globally. Why don't you hang out with the rest of us? So, I feel much better. Don't worry. We'll help you get out of here. Then you can dispose of us, just like you did with Tabula Rasa. That what you wanted to hear? Look, it wasn't easy for me either. But I'm happy you're alive. Let's focus on clearing our way now, and once we're out of this canyon, I hope we can talk it over properly. Yeah, great idea. Let's get down. Cool. so... Fine. Look, but I have my... Yeah, of course. I don't think there's much more... I'm kind of busy. So, how are you feeling?
I don't want to think about it.
Fuck, what's done is done. He was... Let's get this so different than us. Okay, so, I don't know.
All I want is for you to stay away from me. I told you that from the start, didn't I? But you wouldn't listen. Making pierogi, being my fucking pal. What a load of bullshit.
do know we're running out of radiation filters. Supply looks very low.
What the fuck were you thinking, Jan? Malfunctioning here? Should I change my workstation? Fucked up world. You look hurt. What happened? Too much radiation exposure. why don't you get some...
Sure. By the way, that radiation barrier thing, remember about it, okay? Get radiation filters stacked up so we can recover faster from this shit.
Great teamwork with those towers.
Need to do this?
Our workplace is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs? Our workplace is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs?
Fine. Rot in there, you bastards.
Such a nice distraction.
Hello, Jan.
God. Fine.
So? Yes, I was worried I wouldn't remember everything correctly, but amazingly, it was all still there. Neatly aligned and perfectly organized in my head. Almost reminded me of how Father made us arrange our toys when we were a kid. Great. Can we get back to relevant work now? That's a very ignorant there is no such thing as a relevant scientific work, and to prove it, let me surprise you. I'm all ears. Listen to this. While I was reconstructing my equations, I realized that by tweaking a parameter or two, my method can also be applied to something we are using on a daily basis, the rad shield filters. In light of my findings, we can manufacture them in a much more efficient way. It's remarkable. Because theoretically, I had all the necessary knowledge in my head, but I had to backtrack my line of thinking to unblock it. Wow, it sure does. And you know what? Suddenly, I feel much more confident about facing a
Hey, yeah. We're in deep shit, right? It's an all-hands-on-deck situation.
Sort of.
And you, my friend, did not fit me with this state-of-the-art prosthetic arm so that I could waste my time.
Right.
So how come you're not sending me where the real action is?
Real action?
Mining outpost is where a miner belongs.
Initiative. You're right. We should get the most out of your expertise to mine resources faster.
I'm ready when you are. Just give me a sign.
Stupid, stubborn.
Okay.
Wake me up from this nightmare where we segregate people into those worthy of living and those who can be disposed of. Want to make it better? Give me...
Okay, I'm done. I can do this now. I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now? Not bad, huh? It really hits all your senses. The sound of the birds chirping in your ears, the summer breeze on your face. Quite the immersive experience. You forgot to mention the stench of mold in the air conditioning. Well, it can't all be perfect, can it? Apparently not. So, I was wondering, how much more did I not know about Mom? What? Well, it seems you got to know her better after our lives separated. I'd love to know what you talked about on that bench. So, this is what it's all about, huh? You just want to sit down and make up for lost time. That's not the way it works. What do you mean? You don't get to just collect a few nice memories and pretend you lived my life. Made my choices. You chose the easy way back then. You want it easy now. What if I told you that I regret it? Do you? Or are you just lying to yourself? Because it seems to me that at the end of the day, you're always... Here I am, scared of dying because of your decisions, and all you want is to hear more about Mom. My decisions? Yeah. You created us like this, like some kind of freaks, messing with our brains so much, I mean, it had disaster written all over it. But you preferred not to see it. Even if we do survive, we're going to end up as lab rats just like that poor bastard you created. You're just pretending to care, because you need us to get back to your lousy life. Hey, you can deny it all you want, but I'm still waiting for a reason to believe you've changed. And all I'm seeing is the same guy who left Mom because he was... I don't need to listen to this. You're just lashing out because you're frustrated. With this life, but even more. With the one you had. You know what? Go to hell. Hey, you know that radiation at this time can be you noticed. But I squeezed so much more out of that outpost. And I do feel kinda nauseated, but small. I don't think you should. Why not? You need me, and I want to make myself useful. So stop being so goddamn noble and take...
Come and see me. There's a matter I want to discuss. Hey, yeah, it's about the miner. I've been watching him and I don't like what I'm seeing. He keeps coming back late, doesn't rest. Yeah, it worries me too. But it seems like this is how he wants it. Not much I can do to stop. Not great. I mean, I know the radiation. I just don't think it's right for a person to be exploited like that. Makes me wonder why he's okay with it. Well, if working makes him feel better about himself. On the contrary, you know damn, the miner's clearly trying to prove something he's insecure about and you're taking it. Well, why do you want me? See, this is exactly why the unions were adamant about a mental. The miner, clear, and I know it sounds crazy. Work, make it, but that's exactly what he needs. To respect himself without trying to be. See, the question is,
Wake up, sleepyhead. Bedtime's over. What happened? Do you know where you are? Who you are? Please. What next? Of course I remember. I mean, I'm too careful. You took a heavy blow there. Yeah, I remember the technician. Yes. Apparently some of us were unable to come to terms with your decisions. Looks like they'd been planning this for some time. Repairing the tour vehicle while you weren't watching. Filling it up with stolen supplies. And then, when the time came, the technician just knocked you down. And they took off into the desert. Took off? With our... No, I was busy fighting for your life. That blow caught you off balance. You fell and punctured your helmet. Luckily, we had some Madrigal in the med bay. Well, at least I thought that would work. But after the injection, you just turned blue and started... Of course I did. Yes, well, I know that now. I'll probably need to get tested too when I'm back on Earth. Wait. From someone who knows you best. I called Lena. Of course, it would have been much quicker if the botanist had told me. But I guess he was too busy despairing about our situation in his cabin. You talked to Lena? Yes. Fortunately, all of this happened before we got lost and communications died. Did you tell her about everything that happened here? Why shouldn't I? She wanted to know what's going on, and you were flatlining. There was no time for playing kiddie games. Shit. Yes. Well, I hope you also heard the important part of my story. It happened before we got lost. We're lost? The navigation system's down. The storm is everywhere. We've been circling blindly for days. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but frankly, the base is close to breaking down. The storm's been putting it under a lot of pressure, and supply, it's... Do you have any regrets about not going with them? And abandon my lab? No way. That could never happen. But if you're asking me whether I believe our chances of survival are greater, well, that's a whole different question. We've been doing what we could to get out of the storm. With all the time we've lost, I'd say we're one mistake away from failing the mission and getting stuck here for good. We need to stop drifting aimlessly, pick a direction, and this time... Okay, so I was hoping things would change when you woke up, but I suppose it's gonna take more than that. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm not superhuman, you know. How am I supposed to suddenly know what to do? Well, superhuman or not, you're still gonna have to bite the bullet. Bullet? What bullet? What are you talking about? I didn't want to stress you immediately after you woke up, but some messages in the comms room from before we left. Okay, what's in them? Just... So, you stayed. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, glad you decided to rejoin the party. I don't know what the scientist told you, but we're in the fucking weeds here. We'll never get out of this damn storm.
see you.
Likewise, man. We thought we'd lost you. Tell me you know how to get us out of this mess. You better have him.
So, I talked to your alter, and he filled me in on the situation. Damn it, Jan. You're farming people to extract brain cells now. That person, your copy, he was so cool about it. Maxwell's solution, huh? If only you had the patience to wait just a little longer. If only you wanted to listen to what I found out. This whole Project Ela, Maxwell experimenting on damaged people, messing with their minds. Man, that guy is seriously sick. Do you label your alters with numbers too? Like he did with his patients, like for example, patient 313? Did he tell you what happened to him? Well, maybe you should ask. Or maybe you already know and you just don't care. I guess not much can surprise me at this point. You've crossed a... I should turn you in. But... I can't do this, Jan. You're lying there, unconscious, and I don't know what's become of you. Or I wish I'd never called you in the first place. I don't want any part in you'll just have to deal with it on your...
Jan, Maxwell here. Lucas told me there's a communication breakdown again. Whatever is going on there, if you can hear me, please try to get in touch with us. I beg you. Humanity needs you. I just hope my idea worked with Tabula Rasa and that all your alters are healthy and alive. It's just very, very important, Jan, that you bring all your alters back, that you keep them safe. More important than you think.
Find me when you're done with those calls.
Looks like the mess is bigger than I thought.
Yes, we've waited long enough for you to come to, but we need decisions fast. What's the plan? The plan is simple. We need to get out of this sandstorm and reach the rendezvous point. I just don't really know how. Not yet. I never thought I'd say it, but I miss the technician. He knew that navigation system inside out. He kept challenging me. I failed him, and you're paying the price. Now's not the time for regrets, Jan. We need to set a direction for the base, and it needs to be right. We can't afford another day of drifting aimlessly in this storm. This is not a joke, Jan. Everything depends on you. The mission, Rapidium, our lives. You decided to trust Maxwell's scientific methods, and I respect that. But it came with a price. It was too... I'd hate to know we paid that price for nothing. I did what it took to save you. Even if it meant coming across as cold-hearted. But it looks like my motives were misunderstood, and everything crumbled. I'm sorry. I wish I could have done better. As your captain. No need to blame yourself. Apparently there was no way for you to ever become one. What do you mean? Just take a look at the branchings available in the QC. You can find all sorts of walks of life that you could have taken, but a captain? No. It was never possible. None of us were cut out for that role. You're right. It's kind of liberating, knowing that there was simply no way to be good at this... What? That code we got from Maxwell to upgrade the QC. He and Lucas used the mind records in a completely different way to...
You're not really thinking we should try and repeat that?
Oh, I agree it could be dangerous, but well, you said it yourself. There... Go ahead then. You want to experiment? Experiment on... Trust me, I would. But, given that we don't really know what we're doing, I believe that if we're going to tamper with someone's brain, it's best if the one with at least some degree of scientific intuition runs the operation from behind the console.
I sense an insult in there, but I guess I wouldn't want to lose. What's the plan?
Just go into the womb, I'll plug you in, load Maxwell's code, and...
Testing on production? Doesn't sound like you...
Oh, I had to say goodbye to my standards the moment I woke up in this bed.
All right, I'm activating the procedure. Any last words?
Yeah, is it okay to have second thoughts about it? Oh, right. My Is it over?
Hello? Anybody here?
Base has stopped. I should check outside. Ah, shit. We're still in the storm. What the hell? Hey, someone's there. Wait. Am I losing my mind? Damn it. What was that? Hey, is that a baby? What's going on here? I recognize this.
You're no good. You hear that? No good!
You're gone. Maybe you should have run faster. What the hell? Who are you? What are you doing here? I am you, Jan. Just different. Am I dead? No, you're just lost in the desert, remember? But where am I? Still in the base or somewhere else? You're right here. Where else would you be? The better question is, why are you here? I just wanted to find a way out. I thought that maybe if I changed... Changed? You can't just start being someone else all of a sudden. Didn't Pops teach you that? I'm not my father. Maybe not. But aren't you doing what he did all his life? Waiting for a miracle to happen and change everything. That's not true. I wasn't waiting for anything. I took matters into my own hands. Do you really believe that? That you're the architect of your own fate? What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion? It's crossed your mind, hasn't it? Does it really matter what I do, where I go, what I say? Am I the captain of my ship? Or does it take its own course regardless of what I do? My choices are real. My alters are proof of that. Hey, wait, how do you know what I'm going to say? Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. But you haven't been listening carefully. I told you. I'm you. It breaks my heart to see you so absorbed in that whole what-if business. Using your alters to revisit problems you couldn't solve. You've been very busy. But still, instead of moving forward, you end up here, stuck in your past. How is that? I know now that I could have been there for her. If I had taken a different path. She's gone, Jan. She always was. There was never anything you could have done. Where's he gone? Oh, this is crazy. Lena, is that you?
It was a mistake. Why didn't you fight for us? We weren't meant for each other.
I tried. Fight for us.
What is going on with me?
It's over.
Lena! No, don't go. Wait! I guess you two just weren't meant to be together. You again? Come here to make fun of my failures. Not my fault you're caught up in their loop. In that big round base of yours. I can still fix things with Lena. Then what are you doing on the wrong side of a precipice? Can't you see you were never good enough for her? Her parents were mad at her when she dumped that law student for you. The unemployed miner's son with no prospects. And you wanted to impress them with what? A house with a garden? Is that why you were so afraid of losing that house and going abroad with her? Because you knew her parents wouldn't just look at your alters. Don't you think any one of them would.
She fell in love with the person I was, not with who I could have been.
Love. Such a big word. Was it real love, though? Can you even tell what's real? How many times did you wonder that maybe you're not the original Jan? That there had to be someone else, a version of you who actually deserved to live, to be loved. Because he always knew what to do, because he never made mistakes. Maybe that way he was worthy of his father's love.
What a ridiculous...
No more ridiculous than the other thoughts you've had about yourself. I'm just saying what you're thinking.
Hey! Please, don't go! What the fuck? No. Where are you going? Hey, you. I'm sorry.
They were dead before you got to them.
Why did I survive, not any one of them?
Some.
All this time, and
I'm sure you have some smart theories up your sleeve.
Maybe Maxwell did it. He's got more control over the...
And why would he kill everybody but you?
Maybe he knew there was rupidium here. And he wanted someone to get stranded with it. To have no choice but to make their alters. And I was the best choice because he thought it would be easiest to manipulate a simple builder.
Really? You believe that? You see, I think that deep down, you know what happened. The answers were always there, in front of you. But instead of piecing them together, you preferred to look away.
What answers? What are you talking about?
You know there was an oxygen leak during the landing. You got that information. And you also know what the quantum computer is, how it operates, what its main purpose is.
To optimize decisions.
That's right. Its role is to ensure the success of the mission no matter what.
And it looks like in the face of an emergency, it had to do just that. There was only enough oxygen for one person to survive. And the QC had to calculate the probability, as it always does, who should receive that life-saving breath. No judgment, no reading tea leaves, just pure data analysis to give the answer to one simple question. Who had the biggest chances of completing the mission?
And it was.
Yes. The math pointed to you.
How do you know all this?
Because you know it. You always did. But you were so focused on your mistakes.
Because I feel that I'm figuring out how to...
What is a bad choice, really? You feel you could have made a lot of different decisions in your life, but without those choices, good or bad, you wouldn't be who you are. The person with the best chance. Maybe it's not you who needs to change, but your perspective. Mistakes can have good consequences too, you know.
Like what? Letting my ALTERS split?
Maybe. Conflicts can open new, unexpected paths.
What do you mean?
Find and follow your disobedient side. You've spent a lot of time on this planet escaping the sun, facing the darkness. Maybe it's time you started looking through the darkness and notice the light.
The light? What light? Hey.
Looks like I'm back. It does. And you're cognizant. You've been shaking on that bed for an hour. I was honestly worried about the choice of settings I applied in that program. No. I think you did everything right. So, did it work? You look the same. Did anything change? Yeah, to be honest. Just not the way I expected. So, what happened? I understood things. Things I sort of knew, but my brain kept hidden from me for some reason. It's called the subconscious, Jan. Yeah, I guess it is. So, my subconscious told me that instead of trying to fix my old life, I should try and take something good from what I messed up. It was very comforting. I'm sure it was. Did your subconscious by any chance mention how we could get out of here? Yeah. We should look for the rebels. The rebels. Do you really believe they're still alive? If there's anybody who can make it through this storm, it's the technician. Well, that vehicle is definitely more... He said something about noticing the light. That make any sense to you? The light? Seriously? We risk everything to alter your mind, and all you come back with is a cliched epiphany about following the light? Doesn't the tur emit any light? Probably. But in case you haven't noticed, there's a sandstorm raging outside. We'd never be able to see anything, even if we had the most high-end... Wait a minute. What? Tell me. Low-frequency electromagnetic waves detection. Oh, now you're confusing me. That could be it. Yeah, the navigation system. It can be switched into an auxiliary mode, tracing any interferences in electromagnetic wavelength. And that means if there was a source of artificial light somewhere nearby, the sensors could be able to locate it. And follow it. Right.
If the technician really did find a way through the storm and the tour vehicle is not too far away, it could be worth a try. Your subconscious might actually be a genius.
Oh, you never doubted that, did you?
Out of the storm. I don't want to be disproportionately enthusiastic, but it seems like our idea worked.
Our idea?
Yes. We brainstormed, didn't we?
Sure. Shouldn't it be here? The exploration vehicle?
We're close to the rendezvous point. It can't be far.